Hello, people from Gunner Station. Merry Christmas to all of you. If you celebrate Christmas, if you don't celebrate Christmas, just enjoy time with your family. You're probably not working right now, so just try to spend time with doing something you like at least. Today I want to talk about something that I would really like to happen, but I don't think it's going to happen. Arsenal is trying to offer Granit Xhaka plus 40 million to Leicester for Wilfred Ndidi. So first of all, it would be a deal that I would love. I don't think it's realistic, but 40 million plus Xhaka, it might be. I still don't think it's real. Yeah. I don't know. I would fully take him, of course. I think he's maybe the most important player the Leicester squad because he's the link between the defense and the attack. He's not only good defensively with tackles, with everything he's got. He's a strong player. He's also fast. He's so good at tackling. He's so good at stealing the ball from opponents and interceptions and all that. But his passing is actually pretty good as well. And going forward, he's actually pretty decent too. If I'm not mistaken, he's 6 foot tall. He's a strong guy. He has like the full package. He has like everything. He doesn't need anything else to make him better, and he's only 23, so he's only going to get better. So I remember Arsenal had this. Arsenal wanted to, if I'm not mistaken, Arsenal wanted to sign Ndidi last season, but we ended up signing Torreira. If I'm not mistaken, Leicester they were asking for 50 million. If Leicester were asking for 50 million today for Ndidi, I would fully take him easily. And well, you guys know that I talk about Zachariah a lot. Honestly, between Zachariah and Ndidi, honestly, people, I think for the price tag, I would still go for Zachariah. Yeah, he's younger. He's younger for like what 8 months, something like that. He's a taller guy. He's stronger. He's also really fast, and still, I honestly think Zachariah is going to become better than Ndidi. But of course, I would love to have Ndidi. I think today Ndidi is better, but Zachariah today is he's an absolutely beast. But I still think that I don't know. I think he's going to improve more than Ndidi. He's in the Bundesliga today. People say, "Oh, that league is slow," but like every time he seems to play against any team, he just neutralizes every team, including Bayern when Bayern plays. When they play Borussia Mönchengladbach, Zachariah stole the show, stealing the balls from Lewandowski, Coleman, all these players. And one player that I also really look at Borussia Mönchengladbach is Nico Elvedi, the defender, also from Switzerland. I think he's a very good defender. He's a center half. Hopefully take him as well. He will not be my first option as a center back. One of the first. My first option would be probably. I'm not going to say Koulibaly because Koulibaly I think is not realistic, but I would say Ruben Dias from Benfica. I think he's so completed, and he's got pace, he's got strength. He's a tall center back, 6'2". If I'm not mistaken, he's only 22. But he has experience. He's played against teams in the Champions League like Bayern, and he's done really good against those teams as well. He has everything you imagine. Actually, his jumping is absolutely great. Honestly, I think he could be a world-class center back. I would take him to partner up with Saliba next season. Saliba, who's getting a lot of injuries. I don't know if I will get another center half. I would not get Upamecano. I would get Ruben Dias in my opinion first. Actually, my first option would be Konate, but I also don't think it's realistic. So that's why I'm not saying Konate. I'm saying Ruben Dias. But I think Ruben Dias is absolutely class. Of course, Demiral too from Juventus. He's doing absolutely brilliant for Juventus right now. I was in a group chat just to look at Juventus supporters' opinions, and they said that they want their defense with Demiral and another center back. Doesn't matter who it is. If it's Matheus De Ligt, if it's Chiellini when he comes back, if it's Bonucci, it doesn't matter. He just want, if it's Rugani, a player with link to, I would not take him because he's the last option for Juventus. I would not take him at all. I think he's at the same level as our center backs, but a little bit better. But I think that maybe even Holding is better than him. I rate Holding, yeah, but I don't think he's going to take us to the next level. I think that Demiral, he's showing how good he is. He's doing absolutely brilliant for Juventus right now, and I honestly think he's going to become a starter. And he's doing perfectly good, perfectly fine. He's so strong, and he's impressing me a lot. I've watched some games from Juventus, and he's actually doing really, really well. In the Champions League when Juventus play, if I'm not mistaken, who did they play again in the last game of the Champions League? I don't remember. Was it Bayern Leverkusen? I think it was Bayern Leverkusen, and he was doing absolutely fine. He was doing tackles. Like, how many tackles did he have that game? 5. So many. It's so impressive, and I think that I also rate Upamecano. I think he's going to become a really good center back, but I think that people hype him up too much. Last season he wasn't even a starter from Leipzig, RB Leipzig. The starters were Orban, who's the captain. I would fully take Orban, but I'm not talking about Orban because guess what? I don't think it's realistic. I think that Arsenal could be able to buy him, but like I've never seen Arsenal linked to him, and I don't even think Arsenal's gonna get linked to him because he's that player who's also always underrated, and he never gets in that how you call it, he never gets in like contact with any other team. Last season I remember that he was linked with a move to Inter Milan, but he ended up staying at RB Leipzig, and it wouldn't make sense to him go to a defense that have Golden, Skriniar, and De Vrij. I think that they're good at the moment in their defense. So yeah, he's the captain. I think he's the best center back at Leipzig, and Leipzig has some brilliant center backs. Of course, they have Ampadu as well, but Ampadu's alone and he barely plays. I think he's played 3 games this season. And I would take Orban, but as I said, so like Upamecano, I rate him. I think he's going to become a really good center back, but it will not be my first option, you know. When I see Leipzig playing sometimes, I see Upamecano doing some mistakes that look like Arsenal mistakes. For example, in the game against Benfica, they scored 2 goals. What was the game? I think Leipzig won 5-3, wasn't it? And 2 of the Benfica goals, it was Upamecano doing something wrong. And the first one, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know who crosses the ball on the box, but then Upamecano is there. He tries to do something with his back heel, and he just gives the ball right to the Benfica striker, and he scores the goal. And it's just crazy. And the second goal, Upamecano is in the second half. Upamecano has the ball in the midfield. He drives the ball onto the midfield, and he tries to pass it to I don't know who. I don't remember. And he tries to pass it, and he does a mistake. It's a wrong pass. And Benfica comes in the counter attack, and guess what? They score. I don't think that he's quite ready yet. I think that Julian Nagelsmann is a great coach, and Upamecano is having a lot of playing time with him. But I believe he's having a lot of playing time because Orban and Konate are injured at the moment. So sometimes he plays center half with sometimes Halstenberg, sometimes Halstenberg, who's not even a center half. He's a left back, but I think he's a really good left back. Or sometimes Mukiele, because they have tall fullbacks. Halstenberg, if I'm not mistaken, is 6'2". He's taller than Upamecano. Upamecano 6'1", and Konate is injured. And Mukiele, who's the right back, if I'm not mistaken, he's 6'1". So for a fullback, that's actually pretty tall. So they got really tall fullbacks, and they got a brilliant team. I can't even lie. I would honestly also get another player from them. I would get Timo Werner. I would sell Aubameyang or Lacazette, maybe both. Because tell me, what top team today plays with a 2-striker formation? Apart from Atletico Madrid, yeah, they play with Morata and João Felix. But like, apart from them, what team really uses a 2-striker formation? And also Inter Milan as well. What team apart from them used a 2-striker formation? The 4-4-2 is like, it's already, people don't use that anymore, you know? It's usually like a 4-3-3 or like a 4-2-3-1, those types of formation, but never like a 4-4-2. You don't see people using a 4-4-2 nowadays. It's really hard for you to see a team using the 4-4-2 nowadays in the top league. So people, as I said, I would take Timo Werner. My first option for center half would be Ruben Dias. Yeah, it would be Ruben Dias. I think he's got everything that we need. I think that if he comes to our defense, actually last season my first option was Lewis Dunk. I think that he would be absolutely brilliant. But Brighton were asking for 45 million. In the last summer, I would have paid 45 million because I think he's absolutely brilliant. I think he would come here, fix the whole defense. But him and Holding, I think it would be absolutely brilliant. But like today, if I'm not mistaken, he's 28 and he's going to turn 29 this season. And you pay 45 million for 29 years old. I don't think it's. Is it worth it? I don't think so, because Ruben Dias is going to turn 23 in this season, and Benfica, they renewed his contract and they say they want 80 million, but we can try to get like maybe a 60 million. I would pay 60 million for Ruben Dias, people. I personally would, and I think he's worth it because I think he's going to become absolutely class. And yeah, people, let me know what you guys think. As I said before, I would fully take Ndidi or Zakaria. If we take both of them, I would not take two CDMs, you know. But if we take one of them, I would sell Torreira. We would send Xhaka to Leicester if it happens. I don't think it's gonna happen. In my opinion, yeah. But if it happens, I would buy out another midfielder as well. And let's just see what happens, guys. I don't think it's going to happen, but let's just pray for it, right? So people, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new and give